Once a child came to visit his grandfather during his summer holidays. He used to play with his grandpa all the time. One day, he said to his grandpa, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" Grandfather nodded, "Yes," and took the boy with him to a nearby nursery. From nursery, his grandpa bought 2 small plants and came back home. Then he planted one plant in a pot and kept it inside the house, and planted another one outside the house. "What do you think? Which of these 2 plants will grow better in future?" Grandfather asked the boy. Boy kept thinking for some time, and then said, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from every danger, while the plant outside is at risk of many things, like strong sunlight, storms, animals, etc." Grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in future." After that, Boy left with his parents. After 4 years, Boy came to visit his grandfather again. When the boy saw his grandfather, he said, "Grandpa, last time I asked you some ways to be successful, but you did not tell me anything. But this time, you have to tell me." Grandfather smiled and said, "Sure. But first, let's take a look at plants that we bought a few years back." Saying this, Grandfather took the boy to a place where he had planted a small plant in a pot. They saw that the plant had turned into a tree. Then he took the boy to look at the plant, which they had planted outside. There they saw that a huge tree stood. Its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to passers-by. Now, Grandfather looked at the boy and asked, "Tell me, which plant grew more? Which is more successful?" Boy replied, "The one we planted outside." "But Grandpa, how is this possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers, still it grew so big." Grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, plants outside had to face many things, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. Plants outside had the freedom to spread their roots as much as they wanted. Problems like storms made its roots stronger. Today it is so strong that a small storm cannot cause any harm to it. Son, what I am about to tell you, always remember it. Then you will be successful in whatever you do in life. If you always make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as you can. If you are ready to face this world, despite all the dangers, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve. Never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as steps towards success." Boy took a long breath and stared at the tree, and he understood his grandpa's words. Obstacles which we consider enemies in life. The same obstacles make us stronger and more successful in life. Similarly, our life is like a great adventure, filled with twists and turns that might seem like obstacles blocking our path. But guess what? These obstacles are like puzzles, waiting to be solved. Just think about it. When you play a game, the fun part is figuring out how to overcome challenges. Life works the same way. Each hurdle you face is a chance to learn, grow, and become even stronger, so don't let these roadblocks discourage you. Embrace them, tackle them, and watch yourself level up in the game of life. You've got the skills, determination, and spirit to conquer anything that comes your way. Hope you gain some value from this story, and try to implement it in your life. And always keep rising.
My metric number is 288844. Today I will present the brief introduction about the video case study that has been selected, titled "One Side of Storm in Life, a Life Lesson Story to Teach You the Importance of Obstacle." This case study illustrates the psychological concept of resilience and growth through the adversity. The narrative revolves around grandfather impacting wisdom to his grandson by comparing the growth of 2 plants. In this insightful video, viewers are presented with a poignant narrative that delves into the essence of human development and the invaluable role of adversity in fostering growth. So this video emphasizes 2 roles, which is the grandfather and then the grandson. Grandfather, embodying the wisdom of late adulthood stage of Erik Erikson's psychosocial development theory, is at the phase where reflection on life journeys is paramount. Second, the grandson. Grandson, representative of the early stages of development, is at the juncture where the foundation of trust, anatomy, and initiative that being established. So this case study, One Side of Storm in Life, presents a point of view that lessons through the story of grandfather and then the grandson. This narrative emphasizes the importance of facing and overcoming obstacles as a crucial part of personal growth and development. The grandfather, through his wisdom and experience, teaches the grandson the challenges are not merely hurdles to be avoided, but opportunities for learning and strengthening one character. This video also highlights that the resilience and emotional growth. In developmental psychology, emotional developmental involve understanding and managing emotion, building coping mechanisms, and developing empathy. Facing storms in life contribute to emotional maturity and strength. This video suggests the obstacles to shape our identity. The conversation between the grandson and then the grandfather will create the impact to the audience to get a motivation and then the inner feelings that can foster our development. So therefore, this presentation will explain more about a case study in terms of psychology of human development theory. So, lastly, this story serves a powerful reminder that the storms we face in life can ultimately lead to personal growth and deeper understanding of our own capability by learning the theory of psychology of human development. That's all from me. Thank
Hello
you.
everyone, my name is Cindy Chu Sing Ling. My matching number is 298462. Now we will explore how the video illustrates the psychological concept of growth and resilience, supported by findings from two journal articles. First, we have the study by Chambers and Parsley titled Cognitive Development, Integrative Complexity, and Logical Consistency of Personal Construct. This study examines the cognitive development of children at different ages and align with the Piaget's stage of development. It highlights that as children grow, their integrative complexity and logical consistency increase. In the video, the grandson's interaction with his grandfather illustrates his cognitive development. Initially, in the concrete operational stage, the grandson logically reasoned that the indoor plant will grow better. After 4 years, when he revisiting his grandfather, he demonstrated the former operation stages by understanding the deepest lesson about growth through adversity. It also indicates there is an increase in the grandson's integrative complexity as he starts to appreciate multiple perspectives on the adversity. Next, we have Justin T. Soko articles that titles Identity Development Throughout the Lifetime and Examination of Ericksonian Theory. These articles explore identity development across Erickson's 8 stages, emphasizing the dynamic nature of identity formation throughout life. In the video, the grandson's journey reflects the Erickson stages. As a child, he is in the industry versus the inferiority stage, seeking the competence and advice from his grandfather. As an adolescent, he faced the identity versus role confusion stage, integrating the lesson of the resilience outdoor plants into his understanding of self and growth. The grandfather embodied the stages of generativity versus the stagnation and the integrity versus despair. He impart wisdom to his grandson, fostering his development and reflecting on life with a sense of fulfillment and integrity. In conclusion, the video aligns with the sociological theory of development and identity. Chambers and Parsley finding on the cognitive development and so-called insights on the identity formation enhance our understanding of the grandson's growth.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Ruka Panirselvam, and I will continue the presentation on the primary biological foundation of psychology relevant to the behavior in our case study. The primary biological focus in the case study is on the brain, specifically the prefrontal cortex, crucial for strategic decision making in primates by evaluating delayed outcome and refining choices through experience and feedback. The grandson in the video rely on the prefrontal cortex to assess issues, devise plans, and navigate major life barriers, underscoring its role in strategic thinking and foresight. The next biological foundation of psychology is the amygdala, crucial for emotions through specialized neuronal activity in the cerebral cortex and subcortical structure. It assigns emotional qualities like balance and intensity. The video depicts Emotional turmoil as a grandfather discusses his grandson's anxiety about life challenges, showing amygdala activation, followed by the joy of overcoming obstacles, highlighting its role in positive emotional experiences. The next biological foundation of psychology is the hippocampus, which processes memory by storing crucial declarative information and aids in the transfer of short-term memories to long-term storage. In the video, the grandfathers emphasize on learning from past mistakes and achievements, underscore how the hippocampus support human development and resilience by enabling individual to recall past challenges and apply those experiences to current situation. On the other hand, neuron and the neural pathways constitute another vital biological foundation of psychology due to neuroplasticity, allowing the brain to form new connection in response to stimuli and aiding recovery after injuries like strokes. The case study illustrates the grandfather advising his grandson that overcoming challenges often means acquiring new skills or perspectives, emphasizing neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt to new experiences. Next, dopamine, a key neurotransmitter in the brain's reward system, influences motivation and pleasure via the metabolic pathway. In the video, the grandfather shows his grandson the joy of overcoming obstacles by pointing to a resilient tree, illustrating how dopamine pathways promote determination. Oxytocin, known as the love hormone, is a crucial component of the neuron and neural pathways that form a fundamental biological basis in psychology, promoting empathy, trust, and interpersonal connection while elevating stress. The video shows a grandfather advising his grandson that obstacles are growth opportunities, highlighting how oxytocin based social support enhances resilience. Thirdly, the nervous system regulates action and responses to stimuli like plant growth. Genetic patterns shape individuality and behavior, influencing both the grandfather's reflection and the child's development. On the other hand, the endocrine system influences the behavior by releasing hormones such as stress hormone, which can surge in response to challenges depicted in the video, catalyzing physiological and psychological changes that affect how individuals confront
Good
obstacles.
day. My name is Priyashni Annaprumpa Nailakuma, metric number 289877. I will be presenting the related theory of psychology for this case study. The first psychological theory I found related is Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. The first stage of his theory is trust versus mistrust during infancy. This can be seen when grandfather's nurturing helps the grandson develop trust in facing challenges, akin to infants gaining trust from consistent care. The next stage is autonomy versus shame and doubt in early childhood. When grandson learns to see obstacles as growth opportunities, fostering autonomy similar to children gaining independence through small challenges. Moving to the third stage, initiative versus guilt in preschool, this encourages taking initiative in facing life's storm akin to preschoolers learning to initiate activities. Then, the industry versus inferiority stage during school age. Here, grandson realizes overcoming obstacles leads to personal growth, mirroring school age children, mastering new skills and tasks, and this emphasizes the importance of encouragement from significant adults to build self-esteem and resilience. In the fifth stage, identity versus role confusion in adolescence, this embraces challenges help adolescents form a strong identity by navigating and overcoming difficulties. The sixth stage, intimacy versus isolation in young adulthood, gives us lesson on resilience, help young adults build deeper relationships by supporting each other through challenges. Then the stage of generativity versus stagnation in middle adulthood, when grandfather's teaching his grandson reflects generativity, contributing to the next generation by imparting wisdom. The last stage is integrity versus despair in one's late adulthood. In this stage, grandfather's reflections serve as an example of achieving integrity by finding meaning in life's challenges, fostering a sense of fulfillment. The next related theory is the social learning theory by Albert Bandura. The core of social learning theory is observational learning, where grandson learns life's lessons by observing his grandfather's action and listening to his wisdom, who used the analogy of plants to teach the importance of facing challenges. Bandura's theories also highlight the role of modeling. Here, grandfather models viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, which the grandson begins to adopt. For observational learning to occur, the observer must pay attention to the model and retain the information. The video captures the grandson's attention through engaging storytelling and helps him retain the lessons. The final steps in social learning theory are the reproduction of the observed behavior and the motivation to do so. Grandson is motivated to emulate his grandfather's positive attitude toward challenges. In this theory, the key concept highlighted is imitation and reinforcement. Here, grandson imitates his grandfather's problem-solving behaviors, and the grandfather's positive reinforcement boosts the grandson's confidence and motivates him to face challenges with resilience.
For the suggestion, cognitive behavioral techniques is a form of psychotherapy that helps individuals understand and change negative thought patterns. In our video, the grandson struggles with feeling discouraged. The grandfather can use CBT to help him identify and reframe thoughts like, I can do this, into I can learn from this challenge. This process not only addresses immediate struggles, but also builds resilience and critical thinking skills. Aligning with Piaget's concrete operational stage where children aged 7 to 11 years old begin to think logically about cause and effect. Mentorship and role modeling leverage Bandura's social learning theory, which emphasizes learning through observation and imitation. The grandfather, as a mentor, shares personal stories of overcoming challenges, providing the grandson with practical examples and inspiration. This supports Erickson's stage of psychosocial development for children aged 5 to 12 years old, where they develop a sense of competence and belief in their abilities through social interaction and achievement. Combining CBT and mentorship creates a comprehensive approach to support the grandson's growth. CBT helps reframe negative thoughts and promotes positive thinking, while mentorship fosters resilience and confidence through guidance and observational learning. Together, these strategies equip the grandson with skills to manage challenges effectively and develop a growth mindset. This holistic approach not only helps him overcome current challenges, but also prepares him to face future obstacles with confidence and resilience. This summary maintains the key points of using CBT and mentorship to support the grandson. Thank you.